Good evening. Slightly later than normal. A few technical hitches there. It's HHV the judge. The judge is in the winner's chair after Royal Pagile, a superb selection last week, did the business off top weight. Absolutely stunning performance. So well done, judge. Well done, Royal Pagile. I'm my tail between my legs. I need to come back firing today. Now, we are going to do, folks, the 12:15 at Cheltenham, and we're going to do the Sky Bet Chase, the biggie at Doncaster. Now, before I start, beware of imitations. There is only one card marker, and it's available from Holden sources. And the Cheltenham card marker is available now. All races, a NAP, a next best, an MB. You do them as singles and a double, and then you keep comboing. Never mind this, keep dancing, keep comboing, because we are going to aim to break the bank at Cheltenham tomorrow. So get yourselves in at the top link for the one and only card marker service on YouTube from Holden Sources. There you go. So, Judge, well done last week, mate. Absolutely superb Royal Pagile there. You must be feeling very smug, very confident this week.
I've been a bit relieved because I've been in a bit of shocking form lately. So it's nice to get back on the back on the old score sheet and put some pressure on you.
Well, only something feels pressure. Forgot the actual quote. There you go. Right, we're going to start at Cheltenham. As I said, I've got the card marker there. And of course, we are in conjunction with the mighty Bet Goodwin. Who knows what they've got planned for Cheltenham, Judge?
Yeah, fingers crossed,
Literally, who knows what they've got planned for Cheltenham? But
yeah.
What I do know what they've got is a host of incredible bonuses. You've got a promo code there, SH10, that will get you a £10 match bet. You might want to use it on one of our races. You might want to do your own thing, but it's there. So get yourselves on with Bet Goodwin. So many bonuses with that account. Too many to list. They really are a superb firm. Right, let's go to the 12:15 at Cheltenham. It's a class 2. It's a 2-mile one handicap hurdle. It's a decent race. Now, here's the thing. We're going to be on good going. Isn't it brilliant to be on good going after what seems to be a months and months of heavy and soft? We're going to be on some decent going. So, Judge, it's a pre-festival card, but it's a great card in its own right. And the 12:15, what are your thoughts? What are you going to go for, mate?
Well, it's obviously this meeting is quite hard to find any sort of each way bets, isn't there? Because quite a lot of sort of like match races and shorties, and pleased that we got a nice handicap to start off with. I think the favourite's going to take the world of beating here, Lively Citizen. It's a hard one to take on, and with its Cheltenham form and that. But I've got one each way here because with the value's now gone on Cormier, they've been smashed that off the board. So I'm going each way here. It's called Severance. I think it's about 9-1.
Yep, 9-1.
Ben Pauling's horses are in slightly better form now, and basically this horse has been crying out for a return to this trip. It's been running over too far, 2.5 miles on the wrong going, and like you said, it's back on good ground now, and it's tackling slightly easier opposition. If you look at its run here at Cheltenham 2 runs back, it was taking on Gal Road and Unexpected Party. Well, Unexpected Party bolted up in the Lanzarote, and Gal Road really made the horse, what's it called, Metier, pull out all the stops last week at Lingfield. Yeah. So I think this is a weaker race than that. And its last time out run, it ran respectably, and the winner of that, sorry, I'm going to get there in a minute. Its fourth last time out was a good run. Unexpected Party, I knew there was something. It was in that race as well. And I just think with a better going, drop-in trip, Ben Pauling in better form, I can see Severance paying out each way.
Yeah. You thought he was going to say a word that like tied in with Severance there, didn't you? But he didn't. Yeah.
No, I thought about it.
Yeah, he thought about it. Now, last time out winners in handicaps. I'm going to go for it, Lively Citizen. I really am. It's the favourite.
Yeah, don't blame you.
You can get 100 to 30. I just think this is so well in still. Archie Bellamy takes the ride. Won here last time. Was impressive. There are a lot of horses I think are badly handicapped here. It's not a well-known yard, D.I. Jeffries. In fact, if I was being harsh, I'd say he's not even a household name in his own house, this trainer. Archie Bellamy takes 7 off. It's got 10 stone still. I think it's incredibly well handicapped. The handicapper's had his say to a certain extent, but I don't. Yeah. I think he's put a hand round its neck, but I think it's a very loose hand. I think when it wins tomorrow, he'll start to tighten the grip, and the air will come out of its neck. But I think 100 to 30 is a great price. It's the age-old thing about yards, but I will say this, Judge: if Lively Citizen was trained by Paul Nicholls or Dan Skelton, I believe he goes off 6 to 4, 7 to 4. So do I. Tomorrow. And at 100 to 30 for a clear form pick, I think it's a great bet. So I'm going to go win bet on the jolly old favourite, Lively Citizen. The judge goes for Severance, 9 to 1. Those 4 places. There isn't a sneaky couple of firms playing 5. So I mean,
steady on.
There you go. So that's our Cheltenham win. Get up early to see that 12:15. It's an 8-race jackpot card, and an even better reason to get this card marker. Absolutely superb. Long distance card. You can't argue about value for money if you're going to Cheltenham tomorrow. We then go to Donny for our second race, and what a race. What a race this is. It's one of Donny's big races of the whole jump season. It's a Sky Bet handicap chase. It's 320. It's a listed chase. A listed handicap, class 1. It's over 3 miles. The going is going to be decent at Donny tomorrow. Again, good to soft in places. And again, Judge, you get a period of drier weather, and you get a race full of horses that have been running on heavy ground for the last 10 weeks. That can pose a real problem for punters, because do you go on recent form of a horse that was brilliant 2-3 weeks ago on very different ground, or do you look back for the last time these horses were on similar ground? It's a real conundrum for punters. Everybody talks about recent form, but I would argue when recent form is in completely different ground, it can become worthless. So I'm going to go first here. And there's a horse I really like that I've been waiting to run under certain conditions, and possibly at Donny. And we get them tomorrow. We get the decent ground. The horse is off a mark of 137. This horse has been competitive in similar races off marks of 147, 149. I speak of the Alan King train, number 11, Canelo, ridden by Thomas Bellamy. Now, recently, I've got to be honest, you need one of NASA's super telescopes to find this one's recent form, because it's been poor. Now, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that there's any gerrymandering gone on to get this horse down in the weights. I wouldn't do that. I'm not suggesting that. But if that had happened, then they've got the horse off a mark of 137. Back at Donny, where it's run some incredible races off higher marks in this grade. He's only aged 9. I see no reason why he wouldn't be able to reproduce his best form here on this ground under Thomas Bellamy. Kingy, as always, is in good form. I think Canelo may have been plotted up for this for the last 6 months. And I think at 18 to 1, with all those places available, like I say, forget this recent heavy ground form that all these horses have been running on. Let's delve deeper. Let's look further back. Let's swim against the tide. I can see 5 major firms going 6 places. Well, I can't believe Canelo's not going to be in the shake-up. I'm going to take the 18s. I think he's a cracking each-way bet to come back to form on a course he loves. I'm going Canelo. 18 to 1, number 11 in the Sky Bet chase. Judge, what's your thoughts?
I really like Canelo. I liked actually the two that ran in this race last year. Canelo was one of them. I believe he came fourth last year. The other one I did like was Captain Nord. But bearing in mind their prices, I just thought they're both out of the same form line. I thought I'd go slightly left field with my selection in this race, although I do like both of those selections. I think they both will run well. Both like Doncaster and both like good ground. I'm going for a funny one here. I'm going for Hurricane Harvey. I believe it's a 20-25 to 1 chance. Well, it certainly was when I left work earlier.
I can see plenty of 20s in the village, Judge.
Lovely, that's fine. As long as I'm not misguiding anyone. This horse won a Grade 2 here over fences a couple of years ago, and I've got to be honest, a Grade 2 status, you could look at it and think, well, that's not really a Grade 2 race, but the point is it's won over course and distance on good ground. It's once again we're going on the good ground angle. If you look, it's run last time out. It ran at Cheltenham. It didn't run very well in Commodore's race, which was quite soft ground that day, I felt. And if you go back to its run in the Badger Beers, where it actually finished just in front of Captain Nord. They were both 9-2 joint favourite that day. So I can't understand, with just one bad run behind it, how one's 13-2 and one's 20-25 to 1. Really, there's no difference in the weights. The horse has got course form, so handles good ground. And Fergal O'Brien's not partial to a big price winner. So for me, Hurricane Harvey could be blowing home at the end.
Oh, superb. So there you go. You see, this time he did have one lined up there, you might have wished he didn't, but he did have. So Hurricane Harvey, 20 to 1 for the judge, and I'm going for Canelo at 18. So don't you dare say that we are jolly backers on HHB the judge. Don't you dare. So that's the Sky Bet chase. Let's quickly look back at the 12:15 at Cheltenham, if we may. I go for the jolly old favourite, Lively Citizen. Before you start having a pop at me for going for the favourite, as I've said, I do believe if it's trained by Paul Nicol, Nicky Henderson, whatever, I believe it goes off 6-7 to 4.
I mean, the form of that win last time out, Simon, is really good as well, isn't it? Because it's had that Henderson horse behind it. That's come out and won. And the Grey Falco's won. Mengley Khan's run well out of it. It is a deserved favourite.
It's rock solid, yeah. The old Franking machine has gone on that one.
Yes, totally.
Severance at 9 to 1 for the informed Ben Pauling. His brother, Mr. A. Pauling, he may be watching as well.
Oh, very good.
Hey, come on, it's Friday. We're allowed to do.
Brilliant. I like that.
We're allowed to do trainers' names jokes. We're allowed to do what we want. It's our show. Right. Absolutely. So there you go. It's a big Saturday. I'm going crazy card marker. You get that at the top link. And of course, you've got the wonderful Bet Goodwin offer. It's still there. Many of you have taken it, but many of you haven't. So get involved if you haven't.
Keep going.
Keep going. Now, Judge, we hopefully will have some exciting Cheltenham plans to reveal soon.
Well, I hope so. There's a few things that we're trying to sort out, but just
we may be able to tell you more. We may be able to tell you more next Friday. But what we can tell you for certain is we will be back next Friday with 2 big Saturday races. 2 races, 4 free selections. We can't do any more than that. This is HHB the judge. Have a great weekend, Judge.
You too, Si. Be lucky, mate.
Be lucky, everybody. Have a great time. Enjoy Cheltenham. Be the festival before you know it. And if you want big price winners, well, people might say go elsewhere, but I would say that you would be well advised. I'm looking for the thing to press now to come to.
Hold